Recording. So happy morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this beautiful session, this beautiful day. So yes, anybody wants to share kiya ki nahi kiya pehli baat to? Did you remember to play the game of appreciation?
Yes.
Okay, what happened? क्या हुआ क्या था? What happened when you were playing? Nothing? Auntie, तो you तो didn't play, only you didn't understand. We'll do it again. शिरीष भाई क्या हुआ? कितनी बार याद आया? एक बार, दो बार? Did you make note?
See, I said to करीबन 3 times. But see the natural, we not appreciate, but our behavior, like that whatever you are doing is good. No, not with the mouth, not with the words. But I appreciated 3-4 times by word.
Very good. And it was really beautiful that you wrote your takeaway also yesterday. You were the first person immediately after the session.
Yeah.
And you gave us your takeaways. Yeah. So what happened when you appreciated by word? You mean to say पहले भी होता था पर मन में होता था, अभी आपने कल words में बोला और 3 बार बोला, right?
Correct.
So what happened? किसके लिए appreciate किया? If you could share, किसको appreciate किया and what did anything change between you and that person?
Not like that. It was not like that. See, my friend who is is writing in Hindi, everything writing in Hindi. He doesn't know English much. So I was looking at his whatever he wrote, and I appreciated so good. You can write very good Hindi. I can't write even Gujarati because since 40 years I have not practiced. So at that time he was very happy that I can write everything, and I put it in the paper, and that was all story he was telling. He was happy that I appreciated.
Yeah. And how did you feel?
Yeah, no, whatever I did, it was not that I thought that I have to play game, but it was automatic.
It came naturally. Very good. Lovely, lovely. Did you appreciate anybody in your house, in your office?
No, really. Yesterday, though, in the office, the starting was not good, so not really. Yeah.
So can you start doing it today? Even though, see, there always be another mountain. I know how to climb.
Yeah.
So अगर कुछ गड़बड़ हो रहा है बाहर, I know how to change that. I have the power within to change. I have that capability to change. And hence we are playing these games, na? We're creating games. Life is a game, nothing else. We take it too seriously. Yeah, play the game seriously.
Yeah. I will try today. Not
Again,
try.
there's
I'll do
nothing
it.
called...
I'll do it today.
Yes. So either you do it or you don't do it. Yes, auntie.
Can I say what I did? I don't know whether it's a game or not. Yesterday it was raining very heavily in the morning when we had finished our class, and my newspaper had not yet come. By 6 o'clock it is there at the door. So 6:30 when I went, so I called up my newspaper man and asked him. He would not pick up my phone. So I said maybe something is wrong with him. So I just put the phone off, and then I saw him climbing the stairs in a raincoat and all that. And he brought my paper for me. So I was so happy that, we make bread. So you can make these packet of toast and keep them ready in bags or something. So I gave it, I took the paper and I gave it to him. He was so happy to have received it. So is that a game or what? I don't understand.
So, auntie, you played a part of the game. Only thing is, words were, if you could have spoken some words to him, that, wow, in this rain also you're wearing a raincoat and you've come to give me the newspaper. Thank you so much.
I
You are
told him,
amazing.
I told him thank you. Then after that, my
Auntie, thank you with the reason.
with a reason.
Thank you with the reason adds some value. That makes the person, your feelings also become intense, and the other person also starts feeling it.
Then
And
the yeah,
yes, Auntie?
yeah, no, you tell me, especially.
Yeah, so then now you know. So if you would have, you felt it, you felt good, but speak something to play the game. Yeah. And then what happened?
Then after some time, my liftman came. Usually, he's such an old man, and bichara, he's climbing the fourth floors, and he came with my bread. So I also told him, in the range you have come, thank you so much. And then I opened the lift for him, and I said, please don't go down the stairs like that. Use the lift and go. So he was so happy that he went, and
Yeah.
that I told him thank you.
Then throughout the day,
Throughout the day, my house help, she made tea for me. I thanked her a lot for the tea that she had made. So sweet of her to think and make. And then my husband is so sweet. He sat and ironed some clothes for me.
so for it, was it for the first time or he usually does it?
No, he doesn't usually do it, but he just went and ironed some clothes with the iron and just put on my bed. These are your clothes, take it.
Oh wow, that's so that's so beautiful, Auntie. Did you appreciate him? Did you play the game of appreciation?
Yes, I thanked him a lot. I thanked him. That's when my cook had called that she had a bad back and would not come to work, and she can what to do. I said, don't worry. I'll give you. I said, you take rest. Don't come tomorrow. I can eat. I can make whatever, and I will manage. And then she was so happy because I spoke so nicely to her, and I gave her leave to take rest. I said, take rest, your back will get all right. And she didn't have the money also to buy medicine or anything. So I said, you go and buy what you want. Then when you come here, I'll give you the medicine, the money for that. Go ahead. So she was very happy.
Yeah, lovely, Auntie. So you played the game, you did play in your own way, but today
Yeah.
just appreciate. And what we said was three things if you can appreciate about that person. You know,
Really,
you can just tell that person, like for example, the newspaper guy came and you would, you could appreciate, wow, you I like your raincoat, what you're wearing. इतना अच्छा रेनकोट पहना है हाँ और आप एकदम चढ़ के आए हो एंड आप एकदम टाइम पे दिया है आपने मुझे 6 बजे नहीं इट केम बाय व्हाट टाइम इट केम
it came at 6:45.
quarter to 7 so ठीक है appreciate that इतना फिर भी आप लेके आए मेरे पास 2-3 lines when you say about somebody it makes
Yeah.
their day.
It really made his day, and he was so moved that I gave him something to eat early in the morning. He
Yeah.
was touched. He was really touched.
So
And
now make the connections, Auntie. You did it. Hence, out of the way, out of unexpected thing your husband did for you. So this is how we make connections. Remember, there was a part of the chapter where we make, it was written that
yes,
if you do
yeah.
something, then something else happens. If you do something,
Mm,
then something else happens. So
yeah.
we just read it. Now we are trying to experience it. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I'm quite right in what I've done. That's
Yes,
playing with.
yes, yes, Auntie. Yeah.
So I'll continue today also playing like that.
Yeah, today we are going to again we are going to share tomorrow. It doesn't end. Shirish bhai, in your office you're going to do today.
Yeah,
See how things start moving in a different way. Yeah?
correct.
Chitna ji, anything you would like to share?
No, I have appreciate to my uh, car cleaning person coming to take the keys and that iron person. So I appreciate everybody. But what you told that three things, uh, That is not there.
Ah,
Like,
to appreciate, you
yeah,
appreciated.
only
What did
thank
you
you.
say in words? Can you just say to us, share with us कि words में क्या
Yesterday it
बोला?
was raining heavily. So I told him that you came in spite of this heavy raining. So thank you. And my husband was having a early flight, early morning. So I thank him that you came early. So he
Very
want to
sweet.
go to airport. Thank you. That's all.
Ah, lovely. So two things you appreciated.
Hmm.
Ah, so then, and what about others in the family?
Uh, family, my son is in he's out of station. My husband is out of station. My daughter is staying in Hyderabad. So myself and my daughter-in-law and that grandson, we
Yeah.
three are
So,
here.
so did you appreciate your daughter-in-law and your grandson?
Yeah, my daughter-in-law was having late meeting at 8 o'clock yesterday evening.
हाँ.
So I appreciate that you are working so hard.
तो
So
किया
she,
ना आपने, you
हाँ,
did it, right? And even so today you're going to call your daughter also and appreciate. Call few people who are not there with you and call them and appreciate them. Yeah? See how things change automatically. I mean, not appreciate with the intention of changing, but you will notice the change. Yeah, so today also we are going to play this game. And meantime, any one of you, if you are ready with the game, let me know tomorrow, because today, tomorrow, and yesterday, 3 days we'll be playing the same game so that we get into the habit. Unless until we get into the habit, we'll not move to the next game. But give yourself 3 days. That doesn't mean you've got the endless time to just play this game. Yeah, so let's change our games also. We like playing games, isn't it?
Yes.
So now we can start reading. Auntie, you can read the chapter.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
so yesterday we did this previous chapter. What was the name of the chapter? The power and creation, the creation process.
yeah, power and creation.
Now we'll go deeper into it, that how do we understand to create in a stronger, powerful way. So what connects us with the creation process is the feeling. Feeling na, the second step, first is imagination, second is feeling, right? And then receiving na. So now we're going to go into the depth of feeling. Feeling is creation. Yeah. So I don't know what has happened to those two. Let me just check. Yeah, auntie. So let's look at this picture. Let's talk about this picture, all of us.
This person is so happy with the power, with the sun overhead. Looks very happy. And
this is, I think, so what we are doing every morning. Open our hands and
It is giving and receiving.
it is showing connection with the universe.
It's showing connection with the universe. Okay.
Yeah.
You're connecting with the universe with open arms.
Yes.
So visualize yourself instead of this girl, just impose your picture as if you are standing in the picture. And then you will start feeling it.
so they are saying no, feeling is creation. That is what they are saying.
Yeah. So, no, but feel it. You're saying it in words, but feel it and then say.
So when you feel good, everything around you automatically becomes good and falls in place, and you you're feeling fine and very happy to be alive, and everything is good. The whole atmosphere, you get good vibrations, and everything falls in place. And
Yes, that's true. That's true. So that's what happens. That's what now, if you have understood that, Auntie, you've understood the most important, the most beautiful aspect of this book. That when we are feeling good, everything around is good. When I'm feeling
Absolutely.
happy, everything around is happy. When I'm feeling joyful, everything around is joyful. When I'm feeling grateful and loving, everything around me is like that. So everything comes from within, nothing comes from without. Yeah. And feeling comes when we start feeling it, we start experiencing the inner world. The inner world. Yeah. So now, very good, Auntie. Anybody else wants to add anything else before we start the chapter? Yes, no? Okay, there's where is this girl standing? Thoda sa I'm taking down.
And I'm thinking that she is grounded.
Yeah, she
Uh,
is. See, she's
ground.
standing on the in an open field.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she is grounded.
She's feeling the nature also.
Yeah.
Uh,
And when you are with nature, what happens? क्या होता है जब हम नेचर के साथ में होते हैं तब? What happens? Chitna ji, what happens when you are with nature?
that time we wonder that who is the creator of this wonderful nature, everything.
ये कौन चित्रकार है? किसने बनाया है ये? है ना?
Yes.
Yeah, very good, very good. See, so many inputs we are getting, wonderful inputs from everyone. So when you are with nature, all your five senses are also activated now. You hear the different sounds, you see with your eyes the beauty of nature, the sunrise, the sunset. You can feel the earth below you on this, the skin feels the touch of Mother Earth. You can taste, if you get the smell of the sand, you can actually get the taste, right? The
Yes.
beautiful smell of the sand. And you can also smell. You can smell your nose. Through your nose, you can get that lovely smell of flowers. Yeah.
Very nice.
So nice. So now we go into the next page. Let's start reading and go deeper into the depths of this beautiful emotion, this beautiful, the feeling chart is like the emotional guidance system. It's like it guides us now, which emotion are you experiencing now? Even though you feel, we know that, okay, this is what I'm experiencing, I'm feeling, but you're not aware of it. Now the feeling chart is making aware of, it's making us aware. And now when we read this chapter, we'll understand more and more about our feelings. Okay, so let's start reading.
Whenever your feeling is in conflict with your wish, feeling will be the victor. Neville Goddard, 1905-1972, New Thought author. Fields of feelings.
So we'll pause here. Whenever your feeling is in conflict with your wish, supposing आपने you have a desire, और आपने wish मतलब क्या? Any desire, right? Any goal what you have. आपने fix किया बहुत अच्छे से, you started, but then your feeling, you're not feeling it. Feeling नहीं आ रही है. आपको लग रहा है कि अरे मुझे कोई feeling ही नहीं आ रही. I'm not able to feel anything. Then what's going to happen? You have your wish is very high, your desire is very high, but your feeling is not at the level of your wish, then your feeling will be the victor. Then you will not get what what you have wished for. And then we say, oh no, I made this wish, but I'm not able to attract this. I'm not able to feel that abundance. I'm still feeling that scarcity. If it's in the area of money or in the area of relationship, I did my best. I did my best, but whenever but comes, understand that the feeling is not reached to its highest peak. Feeling of what? Feeling of joy, feeling of gratitude, feeling of happiness, feeling of excitement, feeling of enthusiasm, feeling of satisfaction, feeling of hope. Yes? Yes, everyone?
Yes.
So now let's read further.
Fields of feelings. I want you to understand what happens to you when you give love through your good feelings, because it is truly magnificent. Your feelings create a magnetic field that completely surrounds you. Every person is surrounded by a magnetic field, and so wherever you go, the magnetic field goes with you. You may have seen ancient pictures depicting something similar where they show an aura or halo surrounding a person, where the aura surrounding each person is actually an electromagnetic field, and it's through the magnetism of your field that surrounds you that you attract everything in your life. What determines whether your field is positive or negative at any time is your feelings.
Yeah, so let's understand this very, 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 with a sense of alertness and awareness before we go further, because this is what is happening every time whether I'm aware of it or not. So, taking your example, Auntie, when you were feeling, you after the session you were feeling good, and what happened was that the space around your body and the space inside the body started giving some magnetic rays, which were feelings of satisfaction, peace, joy, excitement. Now you have to figure out what was happening. Yeah. And when it started flowing from you, so remember, feelings flow in the form of waves. Remember that picture which we saw? So the waves are continuous. So feelings are continuous. And what is happening? It's a flow of energy from you around you, and it's which is called an electromagnetic field. We've seen this now. See, whatever we see in pictures, it's not just like that. Somebody must have felt it, somebody must have seen it, and hence somebody painted it. We see halo. What is that halo? एक लाइट देखते हैं ना अपने मास्टर्स अपने गॉड के
Yeah.
चारों तरफ. या तो दैट लाइट इज द इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फील्ड व्हाट द painter is trying to depict, and that's what is there around us also. It's not that only people who have risen high, they have a halo around them. We all have a halo around us, which is called the electromagnetic field. Yeah. And for them, it shines because they have put in so much of joy and happiness in it. And hence, that is what is surrounding them. And see, so Andy, what happened was you were happy. So in your happiness reached the newspaper guy. And it's not that he was coming only and you saw him. It was everything was happening at the same time. It reached him, it reached his field, and he came to you.
Yeah.
If man came to you, so, and your husband just did something which made you happy because you were happy. It started from you. It was not that he did it. It started from you and he did it. Yes, Auntie? So, what determines whether your field is positive or negative at any time is the feelings. The feelings is the winner. Whatever is the feeling, it defines your day, it defines your complete life. So, look at this picture. Look at this picture. This lady who is standing, and look at the energy around her. Do you feel that
Yeah.
she's happy or she's sad or she is dejected or she's depressed? What do you feel she is?
She's happy.
She's happy.
Yes.
Without doubt, she's happy. Do you want to be like that so that you attract more and more happy situations in your life, in your business, in your job, wherever you're going, through your relationships, in your house,
Yes.
your neighbors? Yes. So
Yes.
this is what's going to happen the moment we identify our feelings and we feel that we are feeling happy and joyful. So let's read this.
Every single time you give love through your feelings, words, or actions, you add more love to the field around you. The more love you give, the greater and more powerful is your magnetic field. Whatever is in your magnetic field is attracting to itself, and so the more love in your field, the more power you have to attract the things you love. You can get to a point where the magnetic power in your field is so positive and strong that you can have a flash of imagining and feeling something good, and within no time it has appeared in your life. That is the incredible power you have, and that is the phenomenal power of the force of love.
Yeah. So something, just see in your life that something where you feel is, something is lacking, which means that your love in that thing, in that area of your life is less. Yeah. So कहते हैं ना कुछ कुछ पाने के लिए, what is this thing?
कुछ
कुछ
खोना
पाने
भी
के लिए कुछ कुछ what is it, auntie?
कुछ खाने के लिए और कुछ पाने
कुछ
के
पाने
लिए
के लिए,
होना
कुछ
पड़ता
खोना
है.
भी पड़ता है.
कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है. लेट्स चेंज दैट. कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ देना पड़ता है.
देना पड़ता है. ओके.
देना क्या पड़ता है? लव.
लव.
देना क्या पड़ता है? हैप्पी फीलिंग्स. देना क्या पड़ता है? जॉय.
या.
what do you want to give? Joy, happiness, love. And because now the intention is to feel this, the intention is to feel this, and you will not be able to see, but you will be able to feel it, because your body will feel lighter, your mind will be happy, people around you will be very kind and compassionate to you, because you are giving those feelings. So then you understand, okay, now I know where I am, in a happy space. You will start talking and understanding other people. You will talk to them very softly, kindly, be grateful to them. Yeah. So why this is happening? Because your magnetic field has become wider and wider and wider. Do you want to experience the magnetic field? Let's do it. Let's do it. So just take both your palms, say about 1 feet distance. Yeah. 1 feet. Little wider, Shirish bhai. Little closer, Chetna ji. So 1 feet. 1 feet अपने imagine कर लीजिए. हाँ, तो थोड़ा सा अंदर. Auntie, you are right. So then now shut your eyes and bring the palms slightly closer. Don't touch them. Very slightly close and then move it far off. Slightly close as if you're holding a soft cotton ball, and move it closer and take it far. Move it slightly closer and take it far. Slightly closer and take it far. Be aware of the space between the two palms, the center of the palm especially, and the fingertips. Slightly closer. Make your fingers loose. Don't tighten your palms. And take it away. Anybody experiencing anything between the two palms?
Yeah, current.
Yes.
Yes.
This is your magnetic field.
Yeah.
Some kind of pull you're experiencing, some kind of current you're experiencing, some kind of tingling sensation, some kind
Yes.
of warmth you're experiencing.
Yes.
Yeah, so be with it. Be with it. Slowly, you can just widen the palms, take the palms wide, and then see. Still, I'm experiencing it. Then take it more wide, and see. Still, I'm experiencing it. Wow, this is where my magnetic field is. So, when you are happy and joyful, experience this. When you are angry and irritable, experience it. Yeah, be with it today. Yeah. So, different times of the day, you will understand, okay, this is where I am now. How can I increase this? By changing my feelings. This is the magnetic power which is there in us, which matches. So if your magnetism matches with the magnetism of the other person, then a big ball of light is created. Then you start experiencing more happiness, more joy. Because see, we all are connected. We all are connected, and how that connection develops is through this magnetic field.
Very
Yeah,
true.
let's read it. Nice now to experience this.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Fun.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, let's read further.
Through your ability to think and feel, you have dominion over all creation. Neville Goddard, 1905 to 1972, New Thought author.
So through your ability, if you are capable of feeling and thinking, see, we think through our brain and we feel in our heart. There's a connection from the brain to the heart. Yes, we think from our brain and we feel from our heart. You never say, I think from my heart. Let me think from my heart. When we say think, it comes here. And when we say feel, our palms automatically go in the heart center. So the ability to think and feel, we control, we only if we have these two abilities, which we know. Thinking, so we keep on doing, thinking. But now, because of this journey, we are trying to feel. So thinking and feeling both, if both are in sync, then you have owned or controlled. Dominion means owned or controlled. The entire world is in your hands. The entire world of manifestation is in our hands. I can do, I can feel, I can, have anything. If I'm feeling, I can have anything. Because if I'm feeling, then I'm in that state of being. Remember, being, doing, and having. Yeah. So now she's sharing a very beautiful example, which these are real life examples. Huh? Rhonda has not just made them. Some of them have happened in her life, and some of them she's taken from people who have done sharings with her. Okay. So let's read.
I want to share a very simple situation that happened in my life that demonstrates how fast love can work. I love flowers, and so I do my best to have fresh flowers each week because they make me feel happy. Usually, I buy flowers from the farmer's market, but on this particular week, it was raining and there was no farmer's market and no flowers. My response to there being no flowers was that it was a really good thing because it would make me appreciate and love flowers even more. Instead of feeling disappointment, I chose to feel love. And so I filled my magnetic field with the love of flowers. Within 2 hours, I received a delivery of an enormous vase of flowers. From across the other side of the world, my sister had sent me the most beautiful flowers you have ever seen, thanking me for something I had done for her. When you can give love, no matter what the circumstances must change.
Yeah. So here I would like to share an example of what happened few months back was I love orchids. Okay, and that also purple orchids. I really love them, and I really something within me just I keep on looking at that orchid, wherever I put it in my vase, whichever corner of my house, and I just keep on admiring it, and I really love it. So there was one day when we were we had gone for a drive, And suddenly, I was just feeling really happy and, very joyful. And we were all enjoying, my husband, my son, and myself, all three of us. We'd gone for a long drive. Suddenly, my husband, out of the blue, he says, just stop, and we were wondering what has happened. So my son was driving and he said, just stop immediately, out of the blue, he said. So we said, okay. We stopped at one corner on the side. And just where we stopped, on the right hand side, was a florist shop. And he had, sorry, he had all the exotic flowers, and I was just wishing, because there are moments when my husband goes and buys a rose, and I really feel, no, I don't, not this one, if you could have got something else, I would have loved it. So there I was just, that moment, I thought that, okay, I'm just getting an orchid, I'm just getting an orchid. And he goes and he comes, and I'm just sitting with my eyes shut because I don't want to see what he's doing. And he walks to the florist shop, and he goes and buys a stick of purple color orchid. And he comes and gives it in my hands. And it makes me so happy, these small, small things, that this was what I really was wishing. And this was what I was feeling. And this is what came in my hands. Yeah, so this is how what happened actually. Now let's see. The feelings of the love for orchid was flowing out in my magnetic field. In the energy world, it flows like this only. Things flow like this only. Thoughts flow like this only. So the thought of getting a purple orchid started flowing from me to my husband, and it flows within seconds. Even though if the person is not in front of you, the person is sitting in US, or the person is sitting in Australia, or the person is sitting in Antarctica also, it will reach. It will reach in in few seconds, because you have increased your magnetic field. Yeah. And it reached him, and when he came, he said, I was about to buy a rose, but then something within me said, no, let's me buy a purple orchid. And that was the last piece that the florist had.
Oh, wow.
So he came and shared with me. I said, I didn't say anything. I was just listening and smiling.
How sweet.
So this is how you can make things happen. Not thinking about, Arey, he's not giving me anything. Oh, I'm not getting anything. Oh, I'm not getting any gifts. Oh, my staff is not talking to me properly. Not. And that is what happens. So now what do we feel? Start feeling what you want. Yeah. So let's read further. Sorry. Let's read further. 1 second. The next para. Now you can appreciate why it's so important to choose love.
Now you can appreciate why it is so important to choose love. Because every time you give love, you increase and multiply the love in the magnetic field around you. The more love you give in your day to day life, the greater and the magnetic power of love you have in the field around you, and everything you want will fall at your feet. This is the magic of what your life will be when you are giving love. My life did not used to be as magical as it is now. My life used to be full of struggle and difficulties, but I discovered something fantastic about life. And what I discovered is everything I am sharing with you in this book. Nothing is too big for the force of love. There is no distance too great, no obstacle it cannot overcome. Time cannot stand in its way. You can change anything in your life by harnessing the greatest power in the universe. And all you have to do is give love.
Yes. So your life becomes magical. And this is what I've experienced in the last 2 years. of my life. These have been the golden period of my life, I can say. Before that, there were struggles, there were difficulties, and I'm not saying the struggle and difficulties were not there, but the only thing that changed in these 2 years was my feeling of happiness, was my feeling of acceptance. So I'll just give you a very quick example that when the lockdown started, and there was everything, the work was to be done by hands, right? There was no staff, there was no house help, and I had all part timers, so nothing was, nobody was there. And everything, I mean, from morning to everything, the entire household work and everything, cooking, everything, managing, buying things, calling things, washing them, there was so much of work that time, isn't it? All of us have experienced during the lockdown when it started. But the only change which I felt within me was there was no complaining. Something within me said that just this is the moment, enjoy. That time I started doing the magic book. The magic book is the book which changed my entire life. It started with that. Then the power came. But the magic book was really beautiful, and I was doing it, I was following it, I was being grateful, I was writing my gratitude early in the morning, waking up at 4:35, and just writing everything. And that is what, just got my mind, got my mind into that acceptance, happiness, joyful space. So then what happened? When I was, you know, in the mode of acceptance, in the mode of happiness, no complaining. Even if complaining would happen, then it was just few hours, I mean few minutes of the day. The rest of the day, most of the day, and now I'm realizing that actually I was at the tipping point that time. Yeah. And what happened was, and my desire to, get so all these 8-10 years of my life, I was just managing on part timers. So my desire to get a full-time house help was always there at the back of my mind, but it was not happening even though I was trying so much. Now when I was happy and joyful, no complaints, doing the work, not, not, of course the work was shared by my son and my husband, it was not that only I was doing, but whatever I was doing with happiness and joy. I was so happy that wow, I've got to this opportunity, this moment to clean my house myself, this opportunity to cook everything for my, for my family and for myself, and everything was done with happiness. Then suddenly I get a call from my sister-in-law saying that there is someone who wants to come from a village. She wants to do something for her daughter. She wants to make a house for her daughter, and she wants to come to earn something. Do you want to keep her? And I said, and she explained to me, that she is an elderly person, matlab she's in her 50s, and whatever things I had in my mind, she had all those qualities. And I was just smiling. I said, wow. And when she came, the day when she was, my husband had gone to pick her up, she had come in a bus. She came home. I was just cleaning the room where, I was supposed to keep her. And we had a spare room in my old house. So that room was, nobody was using. So I was cleaning, making the bed for her, cleaning the room, because that room we used to use as a storage room. So I cleaned everything, made it, possible for her to stay. There was a bed which was there, we had a spare mattress. So that mattress was arranged. And that happiness when she came was so, so much. It was like, I was wondering, why am I doing this? Our doubting mind comes, na, that what is happening? Why are you doing this? And when she came and we were discussing and talking, she said that this is the first time in her life that she's left her house, left her village in these 35 years. And it was, her village was her world. She didn't move out of her village. And see how the universe conspires things for us. My vibration matched with her vibration, who was sitting so many 100 kilometers away from the place where I am staying. And she's a very pious person. She does her mantras in the morning. She's a follower of Radha Swami. and she chants her mantras. She is a person who is so soft spoken, so peaceful, a person with such a positive heart, full of compassion and love. So how did I attract her? Because my electromagnetic field became bigger, was full of love, and hence I attracted someone who is loving in my life. Till today she's with me, and I'm so grateful to her. She teaches me so many things. And actually she was a farmer. She was working in the farms for all these years. And suddenly she said, I decided to come because she wanted, her daughter had no house of her own. She was just living in open space with her kids. She wanted to create a house for her daughter, which she did. The money which she got as salary, she gave it to her daughter. She collected that and she gave it to her daughter. So this is how things start unfolding in your life, because nothing is too big for the force of love. There is no distance, there is no obstacle it cannot overcome, and time cannot stand in its way. Yeah. So this was the, and this was one of the first desires that I got. And after that, whatever I have not got in these 32 years of my married life, 35 actually, I, I have got all that in these 2 years. This house where I have shifted has everything, even though it's a rented house. We got everything. Whatever I desired for is there in this house. The kind of bathroom, the kind of tiles I was wanting in the bathroom, the kind of walls that I was looking for, the kind of furniture that I was looking for. Vastu compliant house, the entrance in the right place, the master bedroom in the right place, the kitchen in the right place. How did all this happen? Because I was vibrating with that feeling of love and joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's start. And gratitude. Very important. Yeah.
Very important. The point of creation. You can tend to think of the things you want as really big things, but your perspective is way out of proportion when you think that way. When you think something is really big in effects, you're saying to the law of attraction, this is so big, it's going to be difficult to achieve, and it's probably going to take a really long time. And you will be right, because whatever you think and feel is what you will receive. If you think your desire is really big, you will create difficulty and a time delay in receiving what you want. But there is no big or small for the law of attraction, and there is no concept of time for the law of attraction.
We'll pause here. So if you have a desire, all of us have chosen that, okay, this is what I want, and new desires will keep on coming, right? So when that time, if you think Arey, mujhe to, if you, so just for example, if you have thought that I want to get 5 crores, yeah, and at the same time you have a wish to receive 5 crores, right? Okay. And at the same time, you're feeling, Arey, how will I get 5 crores? It's such a huge amount. How is going to give me? How am I going to get it? It's such a big thing. Maybe there is a time, there will be a time delay. Maybe if I get an order for this machine, then I will get it. Then you are stopping your own flow. As you said, Shirish bhai, yesterday, कि कुछ desire तो है जो इतने बड़े हैं, वो कैसे मिलेगा? इसलिए at the same time, can I think of 2 desires? Yes, Shirish bhai?
No. You have to concentrate on one.
Yeah. So then what happened was that you are stopping your own desire from coming, because in the feeling world, in the energy world, there is no concept of time. You think and you receive it. You think and you receive it. Depending upon how intensely you are feeling, and with what is the feeling, with joy, with acceptance, with excitement, with enthusiasm, with gratitude, with love, what is your feeling? And the degree of your feeling is also important. Yeah? So there is no big or small for the law of attraction. There is no concept of time for the law of attraction, because it's there. It's already there. Supposing this window is shut and there's a tinted glass on the window, and right now I can't see what is there outside the window. The sky is there, or the buildings are there, or the sun is rising. I cannot see anything because, but if I cannot see anything, can I say that the sky is not there outside? The car is not there, the road is not there, the buildings are not there. Can I say that? It's existing there. Only thing is, I cannot see it through the visible eyes, through my eyes just now, because this glass is tinted. So, like that, I have tinted my awareness, that saying that nothing is there in the invisible world, but everything is there in the visible world. Whether it's money, whether it's a happiness of relationships, whether something I want to bring into my life, whether I want to manifest a house, whether I want to manifest a car, whether I want to get orders from my customers, everything is there. Yeah. So there is no big or small for the law of attraction, and there's no concept of time. Time doesn't exist there. Time is just in the present. It's just in the now. It's in this vertical line. Time is not linear. Time is not existing in the horizontal line in the world of energy. It exists in this vertical line. It is because of we have created the concept of time, and we have created the clock. The human mind has created it. We have created these 24 hours, but in reality there is 24 hours is not, it's 48, it's 90, it's 100 hours. The concept of numbers doesn't exist in this world. Yeah, where we are trying, where we have already entered, not trying to, but we have already entered, right? So start feeling it. Yeah, let's read.
To help you have the true perspective of creation, no matter how big your desire may seem to you, think of it as the size of a dot. You may want a house, car, vacation, money, the perfect partner, your dream job, or children. You may want to receive full health in your body. You may want to pass exams, get into a particular college, break a world record, become president, a successful actor, lawyer, writer, or teacher. It doesn't matter what it is you want. Think of it as the size of a dot. Because for the force of love, what you want is smaller than a dot.
So let's understand this first. The point. What does point means? Anybody, can you tell me? Point. What does the point mean to you? Can you define this? Point को कैसे define करेंगे? What do you feel is the meaning of point? Anybody? कुछ तो, if you point को क्या बोलेंगे? वो point means a dot. Dot means what? Concentration of energy, right? And also point also means where I can reach. We say now that from this point to this point, from this point to this point, from A to B, B to C, I will reach, and then I will reach my destination. Like if you're going from here to Pune, then you will say that, okay, उस point में अपन stop करेंगे. If you're going with a group of friends, isn't it? You say कि we will meet at that point and we will eat vada pav at that point. We say that na, and we decide, okay, वहां का अच्छा है, वहां पे खाएंगे हम, right? So point is your destination where you can reach, and point is also concentration of energy. That's what we are going to understand now. Ki is point se how can you manifest? Yeah. So let's understood the meaning of point. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what is your want. Think of it. Now we have to think of our desire as one point. It is one point only, but we make our desire so big. Just imagine in the entire universe. The whole universe is so huge. And in that universe is many planets. In those planets, amongst those planets is planet Earth. Now, on planet Earth there are many countries. Now, in that country is our city. In that city is the building where I'm staying in. In that building, I have a flat where I'm staying in. In that flat, I'm existing like a dot. Where is my identity? And my dream, my desire, my thought is like a dot. मतलब एक dot के अंदर भी there is a desire which is a dot. Can you understand? And we make it so big, it's so huge. How will I get it? But it's there. It's smaller than the dot. See, can you imagine anything smaller than a dot? Can you imagine? It's beyond our imagination. We can say na, that the dot is the smallest, right? When you take a pen and make a dot on the paper, can you imagine something smaller than that? Anybody?
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine. I also can't imagine. Matlab ki I can increase the darkness or the lightness of the dot.
Yeah.
But that point will be, if I see it in the magnifying glass, it will be the same.
Yeah.
Sometimes my pen might touch hard, so it will become a bigger point. But the smallest of the point, and I can't imagine something smaller than that, but it is existing. It is existing. It's beyond my imagination, but it is existing. So now can I imagine that? Can I get it from the point, the space of, it's coming from the invisible world. It's invisible to me, but it is existing. Because I can think, अगर किसी ने सोचा है कि something smaller can exist smaller than a dot, which means that it is existing. Yeah, so now let's increase our thinking process. Let's not limit ourselves. We are not limited beings. Yeah. So what makes us think that something is not existing? Our doubts, right? We start doubting. The doubting mind comes. The doubting Thomas. It comes in front. Yeah. So let's read the next thing. Our doubts.
Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win. William Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616, English playwright.
Yeah, our doubts are traitors. They cheat us. Whose doubt? Nobody else's doubt. My doubt. The thought, which is a limiting thought because of the beliefs that I'm carrying, old beliefs that I'm carrying, makes me to a space of doubt, leads me to a space of doubt. How many of us feel that you keep on doubting yourself and others? How many of you feel that? Your strength, your capability, your voice, your appearance. How many of you feel that? That you doubt yourself? Yes,
Doubt
no, come on.
Doubt ourselves.
Yes. Yes, auntie, doubt ourselves. How many of you feel that you keep on doubting yourself?
I feel sometimes.
You feel sometimes or most of the time?
Like I am not from an English medium school. So I always doubt that my pronunciation is not proper.
Okay, lovely. So then it make us lose the good we of might happen. So now so what is your good Chetna ji for sharing? Thank you for sharing this. So now do you want to cross this bridge? Do you want to cross this thought? Do you want to get over this thought?
Yes.
Lovely. So now we'll follow this picture. You're going to do this today. Okay. Anybody else? Chetna ji, be with this. Yeah, just hold on. Yeah. Shirish bhai?
I don't remember actually, but mostly I don't doubt. No.
You don't doubt anybody?
Yeah. Yes. Sometimes in the office, I feel that something is wrong there, but very rarely. I don't.
But it is there, right?
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. but I can't specify.
Yeah. And for me, if it comes, I keep on doubting myself a lot.
Hmm.
A lot. Yeah. So, Auntie? Self-doubt?
So I can't express, I don't know.
Okay, lovely, lovely. So, or doubting others around you? Doubting others?
Yeah, we do doubt others sometimes.
Yeah. Yes, if the other person is speaking very nicely to me, something this person must be wanting. That's why he's so good and kind to me today. Yeah. If the other person is, done something very beautiful and very cooked something very nicely, अरे वाह आज क्या हुआ है क्या कुछ तो हुआ है आज इतनी अच्छा खाना क्या क्यों बनाया है कुछ तो चाहिए उसे मुझसे yeah if your kid comes in like day before yesterday only it happened suddenly my son came day before yesterday yes day before yesterday only in the night he came and hugged me so I was in my room and he came and hugged me and it was a very beautiful hug so then I was while hugging I was asking him are you giving me some good news why are you hugging me he said no mama I'm just hugging you I felt like hugging you
So sweet.
so it was the doubt ki acha kuch to he must be saying then I felt array why did I say this it was a very warm hug and unconditional hug he came and gave me and that was the day when I had reached the tipping point remember I told you all that I was very happy and then when I put my cell phone on charge and it showed 51%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So doubting Thomas is sitting inside us. Yeah, you might not be aware, but we keep on doubting. Now just be aware of it. Now what do you do? So let's look at this picture. Let's read and then we'll understand this picture. If you find your faith wavering, Auntie, start reading.
If you find your faith wavering, just put a dot in the center of a large circle and next to the dot write the name of your desire. As often as you write, look at your drawing of the dot in the circle, knowing your desire is the size of that dot or the force of love.
Yes. So if in case first तो आइडेंटिफाई करना होगा कि क्या मैंने जो डिजायर लिखा है whatever I have thought for myself do I feel after reading all this after understanding all these days do I feel that my faith that my desire is there with me I have received it can I feel that can I imagine that I've already received it if not, then Rhonda is showing us another way. Just take a sheet of paper today, make a circle in it, and put a dot in the center. So here in the picture we are seeing, supposing you have a desire to have your dream home. Dream home मतलब इतना रूम चाहिए इस एरिया में चाहिए इस बिल्डिंग में चाहिए with all the modern amenities that vastu compliant home everything whatever you want is there in your home right if you have a desire like that yeah so we're taking this example what the book is sharing yeah you can take your own example whatever dream you have created for yourself so I remember when I used to take grapho classes for kids in the studio at in Studio Balance where it's a studio in South Bombay so when I used to take the grapho classes for kids I used to do this with the kids to make them feel that what the kids are really magical they can do it in just like that so there was a topic which we were covering gratitude and in that I had introduced this and they used to just get small desires like having that magical pencil box or getting a cell phone for them these small things were their desires and it can be for us also so the kids would do and so many not I would not say every kid but many of them would just come the next day and they would call me that, ma'am, I've got this just by putting the dot and writing, and I'm visualizing and imagining it, and it's happened. So I used to tell them to imagine, see this dot, before going to sleep in the night, and in the morning when they wake up, just keep that paper in front of them. Some of them got their pencil boxes. One person got her cell phone, the iPhone which she wanted. So everything just comes to your life just by thinking that your desire is not so big, even though you feel that it's so costly, there's so much of money. Where will this money come from? Where will I get this from? Who's going to give me? How will my husband arrange for it? How will my son arrange for it? Then what is happening is you're making this dot bigger. You're making this dot the size of the circle. But actually, in reality, this is just like a dot, smaller than the dot. Can we think that way?
Yeah.
Is it easy, or if you feel that it's so hard? How can I think that? Can we think yes, no? Yes, Auntie? Shirish Bhai,
Yes.
Chetna ji?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
we are going to do this, yeah? Additional thing. Actually take a paper. Don't create it in your mind. Take a paper, a nice paper, colorful paper, a clean, a plain paper without, just take a drawing book ka paper, na? Just take it, and make a circle. And in that circle, make a dot. The center of the circle, there's a dot. That dot, just take a line, make a line, and the outside of the circle, just write that this is my desire. This dot represents my desire. And then your doubting mind will start crumbling. Yeah, because your feeling is so positive that this is just my desire is just so little, so small. I am making it big. For the universe, it is small. The universe will see that whether you are also feeling it is small, then the universe will give you. Otherwise, it will not. It could be anything, whatever you desire. It need not be something big as a house or something, but anything what you want. Supposing you want to go out to see a movie, or supposing you want to go for a holiday, or supposing you want to progress in your spiritual life. Anything, could be anything. You want happy and loving relationship with your husband. So just write that happy and loving relation with whatever is the name of your husband. Yeah. And then imagine that it is not just writing it and leaving it, but holding it in your hands every morning when you wake up, every night when you go to sleep. Keep it under your pillow and go to sleep. And then see what happens. Yeah. Now this question must be haunting many of us. Ki, theek hai, I know everything, but still I feel negative. How to change something that is negative? Yeah, let's read this. This will be the last topic of the day. Before we go further, anything anybody wants clarification on? You haven't understood, or you tuned off when the explanation was happening. You started thinking of something else. Yeah, because now the chapters are very important. The topics are very important. Feeling is creation. Yeah. Any doubts? Any doubts? Anybody is having any doubts? Yes. That no, I don't agree with this. Hence a doubt is coming. Yes. No, na? So let's read this topic. How to change something negative.
How to change something negative. If there is something negative in your life and you want to change it, the process is the same. Give love by imagining and feeling that you have what you want. Remember that anything negative is a lack of love. And so you have to imagine the opposite of the negative situation because its opposite is love. For example, if you have an illness that you want to be gone, give love for your body being healthy. Can I just have a sip of water?
Yes, Auntie. Please, all of us, can we all have water?
Thank you, Vandanaa.
So now, the rule is the same. The rule of this game is the same. If you feel that there is something negative happening, in any area of my life, that means it's an indication, it's a reality check that your love, your liking, your happiness, your joy is not there in that part of your life. If there is less salt or no salt in food, what do? You tell the person who cooked that put some salt, or you just eat it at times. What do? You add salt, na?
Yes.
और there is some sweet and उसमें अगर salt डाल दिया है, तो what do? You try to rectify it by putting some sugar and eating it, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
So hence, if there is some negativity in your office, in your staff, in your working of the office, something negative happening between you and your daughter, or something negative happening between you and your husband or your house help, somebody is unhappy with you, means that this spice of love is missing. This spice of happiness is missing. This spice of joy is missing. This spice of gratitude is missing. So, anything negative is lack of love. Lack of love. Love is what? Happiness. Love is being joyful. That is love. Yeah? Yes, no?
Yes.
So then what do? Mood shifters. You remember your mood shifters?
Yes. Yes.
Get yourself in that space. You Yesterday we did surround yourself with props, so that they will just tell you that okay, now no, you don't go down the line, come above the line. So you have to imagine the opposite of negative situation, because the opposite of negative situation is love. For example, there is an illness in the body, long standing. The last report which you did, there was some, the parameters had changed. There was something which the reports were showing, or when you went to the doctor told you this, or your own body is giving you pains and aches and pains. You have pain in the joints, in the bones, and the doctor has told you it's arthritis and it will never go. You are taking thyroid medications, and you feel that now I have to take, because the doctor has told me that I have to take it throughout my life. I can't stop these medications, and the first thing when I wake up in the morning, I have to pop the pill. Or if you have diabetes, whatever it is, whatever illness is there in your body, which means that you have stopped loving your body, you've stopped loving yourself. Hence the body is communicating with you in this way. So now what do? Okay, fine. Now I've discovered, now I know the medicine lies with me only. What? I'm going to give love to my body. But you'll say, I'm in pain. How can I give love? How can I be in that happy space? That is what the test is. There'll always be another mountain, but I know how to climb. Having faith. Yeah? So let's read further.
If you are using the creation process to change something negative, know that you do not have to turn the negative into a positive. That feels really hard to do. And is not how creation works. Creation means something new is created, which automatically replaces the old. You don't need to think about what you want to change. All you have to do is give love for what you want, and the force of love will replace the negativity for you.
This para is really, 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 really important. Yeah, so what is happening over here? Once you've discovered that, okay, I'm not feeling up to the mark and something is missing, and I don't know why I'm feeling negative, but that awareness is very good. Some people don't have the awareness also. If you ask them how you're feeling, I don't know. Maybe. All these in between things they will say. Yeah. So if you've identified that, then what do? Creation. Create means making something new out of all the ingredients that you have in your kitchen, or out of all the things that you have in your office. Like supposing in the kitchen, let's take an example. You want to make tea for yourself. So what are the ingredients? Water, ginger,
Milk,
lemongrass, spices, so many things you have to first look for. Sugar, tea, milk, all these ingredients, right?
Yeah.
And then you create something. What do you create? Tea, which you love sipping in the morning.
Yeah.
And if that time of your tea, if you don't get tea, then you say, your mind will start throwing tantrums and you'll say, oh, I'll get a headache and whatnot. Yeah? Yes, no, everyone? So now creation means, so you created something new and which automatically replaces the old. So supposing you had a headache before you, or you were feeling little low, but when you created something new in the kitchen and you felt so happy that, wow, you made such a nice tea, in the first sip you take and you feel, wow, it's so yummy, now I'm feeling refreshed. Now I've got what I wanted. Early morning, especially, some of us are used to having tea, right? Yeah, or something warm. Most of us in India, or most of us like having tea in the morning. So now what happened is you created something new. So this is why I gave this example, is how do we create something new in our life? The ingredients are there with us, but it's for me to gather them and to create something. Yeah. So you don't need to think about what you want to change. All you have to do is give love. There was so much love which was involved when I was making the tea, that sometimes you feel that बहुत जल्दी जल्दी में बनाया, one thing is missing, and you put everything together, not one by one, then the taste of the tea will be different or not? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
So then all you have to do is, when you actually put things by loving things, just even if you were grating the ginger, you were doing it with love. Try doing it today. The same tea will taste different. Not
Yes.
with an irritation, oh, why only I have to make the tea every day? Why my husband cannot do it? Why my house help cannot give me when I wake up in the morning? Why? All this complaints. And when you're making with the state of complaining, then the taste of the food will also be different.
Yeah.
And when you're making with the state of love, that, wow, I'm enjoying, even though I'm not feeling well, even though I'm having a headache, but still I'm enjoying this to cook because that's my passion. I love doing it. Then the force of love will replace the negativity for you. Then the taste of the food will be different. Everyone will appreciate what you have cooked. I have seen this with myself. Whenever when I'm upset and when I'm making my food, then the taste of the food will be different. Whenever I'm making with, when I'm cooking, then I'll see, okay, how can I make it more tasty? Which spice should I use? Then I think, okay, this, if I put little sauf in this, if I put little jeera in this, if I put little cinnamon powder in this, the taste will be different. And then the taste of the food is actually different because I have cooked it with complete love. Yes.
Yes.
So look into your lives where you have experienced this. So if a person is, let's read this last para. Yeah.
If a person is injured and receiving medical help, but things are not improving, it means they are imagining and feeling the injury more than they are imagining and feeling a full recovery. The way to tip the balance to recovery is to imagine and feel having a full recovery more than not having it. The fact that you can imagine a full recovery means that it already exists. Impregnate your magnetic field with good feelings about anything and everything that makes you feel good. Ramp up your love in every area of your life.
Yes. So, example of a person who's injured and he's receiving medical help, but things are not improving, right? Because that desire to heal is not there. The person is in that fearful state. The cells are in that fearful state and they're receiving messages of fear. So it means it happens now. Sometimes somebody is being given all the medicines, all the exercises, all the possible things, but the body is not recovering. It happens with us also, right? Because
Yeah.
our feeling is not positive. Because we're imagining and feeling कि अरे नहीं, that fear is there कि नहीं, किस डॉक्टर ने बोल दिया कि ये नहीं होगा ठीक, मैं कुछ भी कर लूं नहीं होगा ठीक. या डॉक्टर ने बोला ठीक होगा, पर कोई मेरे को मिलने आए, उन्होंने बोल दिया कि ऐसा ऐसा किसी और को भी हुआ था और उनका कभी भी गया नहीं. You know, in COVID times, like supposing now this variant which is coming, that somebody, people come and tell you, okay, this new, you read it in the news also. You know, you read it, it flashes on your phone that this is what is happening. You know, the new variant is having this, and it leaves you with something, and it will stay for you the whole life. Then that fear settles in your body, right? And then something happens, and then you start bringing that into your life. You start manifesting what you put inside your body, what you put inside your mind. So now what do? Now we know the way out. What is the way out? Is to imagine and feel that no, this doesn't exist. It might, every body is different, every mind is different, somebody must have experienced it, but my body and my mind will not experience it. You're telling your mind this is not only the fact, you're changing the fact. Something else is also possible. So then you start imagining. Imagination is the key, right? The creation process starts with imagination. The fact that you can imagine a full recovery means that it already exists. Now you will say that, but I can't imagine only. So that means you have to first bring yourself above the line. Make yourself happy. In that space of happiness, you'll be able to imagine everything. And then what is going to happen? Your magnetic field will become wider and wider, bigger and bigger. And then you will attract all big, good things in your life. So we'll start tomorrow. Okay, just one these 3 lines, and then we'll end. Feel good as much as you can. Auntie, if you can read these 3 lines.
Okay. Feel good as much as you can, because every moment of giving love brings a full recovery. Your feelings are your God. Chanakya, 350 to 275 BC, Indian politician and writer.
Yeah.
That's really
So your
superb.
feelings are your God.
Wow.
And we look for God anywhere else, and we feel that no, God को तो हम मुझे देखना है, मैं तो देख ही नहीं पा रही हूँ. I can't see God. But you're feeling, you're there. God is there in the form of feelings with you.
Wonderful.
समझ में आ रहा है? Do we feel that नहीं, ऐसा नहीं possible है? Something is opening in your brain.
Yes.
Yes.
Your feelings are your God. This is said by Chanakya. Yeah.
To feel like that, to stay in that state of mind the whole day is really wonderful.
Really wonderful.
The whole atmosphere changes.
Because you
Absolutely.
changed, because your feelings changed.
Yes.
So the whole atmosphere changes. The world
And I
feels
have
different.
become more devoted towards God. More it comes from me.
Yes. Agree.
Agreed, no?
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. So beautiful. Thank you, Auntie, for reading again the chapter
Yeah.
with so much of feeling.
Thank
Auntie
you.
is
Chapter
reading
with
very
feeling,
well.
you know, it's
Thank
really
you.
beautiful.
Yes,
Thank
very
you.
beautiful.
And Chetna ji, you can also read with feelings. Shirish bhai, you can also try.
Yeah.
Yeah, now she
Try
is
or
back.
you will do
Try.
it. You'll try or you will do
Try,
it,
will
Shirish bhai.
try one. Come on.
Okay, lovely, lovely. So then we can end our session. Again, remember the game that we are playing right from we end the session until tomorrow we are meeting. Yeah, the game of
Love.
which?
Appreciation.
The game of
Appreciation.
appreciation. How many of you remember to appreciate yourself in front of the mirror?
Oh, I do that first thing in the morning now.
I do it one or twice a day.
You look into your eyes and appreciate yourself,
Yeah.
Yes.
because the eyes are windows to the soul. And in every lifetime, our eyes are the same. They don't change.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, when you look into your eyes, you're talking to your soul. You're talking to God. Okay. So
Okay.
then we can just end our session saying that one thing that you appreciate about yourself. Say it to yourself. This is what I like. Say, tell your name. Start with your name. Vandana, I really like what you explain, what you discuss, the creativity in you. Just beautiful. Very beautiful. Thank you so much. So, like that, appreciate one thing about yourself. Shirish bhai, you can shut your eyes, connect with the world within, and appreciate that one thing about yourself. And see how smile naturally comes. You start smiling because the cells are responding to this thought, this feeling. And the smile grows wider and wider. You can see your wings opening like that huge eagle. Your magnetic field increasing, becoming broader, bigger, and bigger. Do this quite often, as often as you can. You don't have to spend hours and hours. You can just spend minute, 30 seconds. Feel it as much as you can, because feeling is God.
Feeling is God.
So thank you everyone for being a part of this session. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you very much.
Very much. Thank you.
Thank you.